So, made it to day 10 of sub 121 half marathon plan, and I have to say today's workout went very well. I got a chance to go out to the track today. I found a new little secret that the high school track is open in the morning, so moving forward I have a place to do my sprint sessions, which I'm really excited about. But focusing on today's workout, we did a steady 8-miler at 7-minute pace, plus or minus 15 minutes. Yesterday, I did a swim session with MSU Tri Club. I thought that went very well. This group or organized swimming definitely make you push yourself a lot harder, especially if you're training in the right group. And I got a very good burn there, so really happy I did that session. I was going to do a Garmin base run. So Garmin, it gives you suggested workouts, and yesterday it gave me like a 32-minute, like 8:15 per mile base run. However, the swim session kind of drained me enough to where I felt like that was sufficient in regards to intensity load. So I kind of broke my series of ensuring that I do at least one run every other day, which is fine. I think it's going to be helpful going into the next 2 days, because today I did the steady run, 7-minute pace approximately, and then tomorrow I got a dress hole. So it'll help me kind of prepare better for this back-to-back run session. So now that we got a general update of where we at, let's go ahead and get into the workout. So I like to kind of show you how I schedule my workouts within Garmin. So for the first mile, I have it set to where I just do any distance that I feel comfortable with, and then since it was 8 miles total, so I like to have a cool down mile as well. So for the next 6 miles, it's going to be like my main core workout. I know in the plan, they had recommend 8 miles, 7-minute pace, 56 minutes total, but I need to warm up and I need to properly cool down. And I don't want to add on more time to my running because it's already high demand, so I just sacrifice a mile in the beginning and a mile at the end, just to make sure I'm cooling up and warming up properly. And with the core portion of the workout, I set it up to do 15 minus and 15 plus of that 7-minute target pace. So now that you understand the workout, let's go into what actually happened. So I ended up doing 7.51 miles total. It took me about 52 minutes and 48 seconds, and my average pace was 7:02. And I got a pretty good calorie burn, and the ascent was kind of irrelevant since I was essentially on the flat track the entire time. Usually I don't do steady states like distance this long on the track, but someone told me that MSU Tri Club had a run session there, and I always thought the place was locked for the most part. So I thought it would be cool to just check it out and see, what I have available in the morning. And come to find out, the track is open. So I'm really excited to know that as long as during the week I can do a track workout in the morning and not have to worry about doing an open roads. So let's get into more of the stats. Let's start off with heart rate. So I had a pretty good average heart rate. I kept myself pretty level, and max heart rate of 160, which is pretty solid for the pace I was going. Essentially all aerobic benefit. We'll get into the timing zone, but I never went out of zone 3, which is nice. Average run cadence, for this pace, it would be nice to have it a little higher, but anything over 170 or 170 or above I think it's pretty solid. And this includes my warm-up and cool-down, which are typically slower than my actual run pace. So I'll take that as a win. And for my execution score, 59%. And the reason for that is because I was kind of going a little too fast, because I was on the track and I had 2 days off compared to only 1 day. Although I had a pretty tough bike ride 2 days ago, and swim was pretty tough as well, but it's like low impact still on I guess the intensity on my lower body, and then swimming is predominantly upper. So I can't too strong. Need to work in that area. So I just felt like I was really recovered, and I just felt comfortable, kind of pushing it to the lower end of the pace. So I went under that 6:45 more often than I should have. But overall, I did pretty well, at least staying like for the overall, I guess the interval each night, I'm staying pretty close to 6:45. Because I want to make sure I have enough energy for tomorrow's session, which I should be fine. I feel really strong. Self-evaluation, normal. And then for that workout, I decided to, for the perceived effort, give it a moderate 3 out of 10. Alright, so let's get into the fun stuff, the intervals. So for the intervals, going there, I had about an 8:27 average pace, which is, I felt like I was probably going quicker, to be honest with you. It's just because I got there a little early and I wasn't sure how to get into the track. So I had to wait for the organizer to kind of show us the gate to get in. So I had to stop, and I kind of forgot to stop my watch. So I was interrupted, and then I wanted to finish my mile at least, jogging around the track. And I felt like if I would have had a continuous run, it would probably would have been closer to like 8 minutes. It was just, I don't know, it just felt good this morning. And then for the actual, I guess 10K or 6 miler piece, I averaged 6:46, so pretty good on like that lower end average that I wanted to achieve. Because with the track, you don't have any elevation, so there's one less variable I had to worry about, which makes it much easier. So to kind of simulate a similar challenge as if I was running, open, like more of an open run on some of my trails, I just thought it would be most beneficial to kind of go on that lower end. So first mile kind of went a little hot, 6:40. Then I got it back into the range, 6:46 for second mile, and then 6:51. Did pretty good there. And then for me, when I'm running on the track, I always find it beneficial, if you're doing long distance like I do, always go to the last lane. So you don't have to loop too frequently. And then halfway through the workout, I like to switch directions. So you're kind of activating muscles on both sides of the body. It's mainly for long track sessions, like I was doing. And then 6:42 for the fourth mile, 6:46 for the fifth mile, and 6:47 for the last one of the workout. And then my cool down, was pretty quick. Yeah, that's how I felt like my warm up was. So that's why that 8:27 is kind of doesn't really project what I truly ran. And then, as I said before, max heart rate was 160. I'm curious what my cadence difference was from cool down. Let's see. So cadence, I got that's why my cadence was bad. That first mile, it was like 151. I had to walk or just stop completely. But when I actually did my workout, I averaged around 173. So that's good. I like that. And the cool down was right at 170, which is pretty solid for a cool down run back home. And then for heart rate zones, I guess I did have 4 minutes in zone 4, which is not ideal. In steady state runs, I want to make sure I keep them in zone 3 or lower. But I'm not stressing over it too much because it was like 160. These zones are not, they're estimates. And then they tend to go on at least for me, I feel like my easy probably could be up to 150 max, which is zone 2. So I won't stress over that too much. I felt like I did really good staying in that aerobic state and not really push myself in the dress hole, which I'm saving for tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get into the garment predictions. My favorite part. So with week 2, day 10, garment predictions. I'm still at 60 VO2. Let's see how my 5K improve. So 5K, we are at 17:51. So I knocked off 2 seconds on my 5K, which is understandable. This is a long run. You need to run kind of more sprint sessions to be able to get more off the 5K. And then the 10K, I got 4 seconds, which is not too shabby. As long as I'm continuously improving, I really can't complain. And then for the half marathon, I got a solid, what is that, 10 seconds? Pretty good. I'll write that in. And then for the marathon, I'm sub 3:14 now at 3:13:47. Awesome. Alright, and to end, I just wanted to give you guys an update for the rest of the workouts for the rest of the week. So for the final portion of this week, well, week 2, I have a threshold tomorrow that's going to be a 7-mile run total, and then it would include 3-mile threshold. Half marathon pace, which is, according to them, should be 6:20 at the moment, and then only need to do that for, so a total of 19 minutes. I kind of backtracked. They said 19-minute threshold, and they told me 3 miles threshold. So when you do 3 miles, 6:20 times 3 miles, you get 19 minutes per mile. Alright, and then Saturday, I'm going to do a strength workout. It's my first one of the week. Now when I say strength, let me kind of expand upon that. I'm not, lifting pretty heavy. It's just kind of like body weight stuff. A lot of medial glute work. Do some lunges, squats, maybe do some abs, planks, and get some upper body in. And this is just keep up my strength and help out with injury prevention. Because if I do too intensive a strength workout, then it's gonna cause issues with my run workouts. So I have to keep those reasonable. And then to end the week, I'm gonna do a 10-miler at 7:15. Since I did get a chance to do this before my actual workout, I feel pretty good that this should go well. But we'll see. You just never know with running. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you learned something new. Feel free to comment, like, dislike, subscribe. I'm new to this YouTubing, so I'm going to continue to try to improve these videos, each video. So kind of bear with me, while I make adjustments and kind of learn, what's good, what's not. So feel free to make comments to help me out along my journey. And thank you. Enjoy your day.